What's up, YouTube? What's good, boys? Happy Saturday.
What's up,
Happy
dude?
Saturday.
Bro, last time I saw Cole, he was beating me up in a bouncy house at, what was that, Scooter's Jungle for messing with Spider, bro.
Dude, that was like
You remember
fourth
that?
grade. Yeah.
Nah, I know. Hey, we go
Dude,
way
we were
back.
like, no, bro, we were like hanging out in that little fucking. Remember they had like a room where it's like you got to throw a bunch of bouncing balls like against
Oh,
like
dude.
the walls and
Hey,
shit.
Wait,
Scooter
hold on.
Jungle was the place.
Wait, hold on a
That's what I'm saying
second.
with their beef, bro.
Wait, hold on a second. All I heard was I was beating someone's ass, and then Jack, you like cut out. I didn't hear anything you just said.
So let me take you back, bro. So we're at Scooter's Jungle. This is Chase's
Scooter's
probably.
Jungle.
This is Chase's.
I was like 9.
Chase's maybe 8th birthday, maybe something like that. We're in like a bouncy house. Chase jumps. I push him over. Cole comes over. He's like, "Hey, you don't do that. That's my boy." I'm like, "What the? Who the hell's this guy?" And then Cole stood up for his boy, man.
Did I actually do that?
Yeah,
Dude, you actually did.
100%.
Dude, deep down, I was probably just upset that it wasn't me that pushed him.
You're such a dick, bro.
Hey, Spada, you're loved, bro. You're loved so much that people are fighting each other to beat you up.
Yeah, to beat your ass. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, that's talent, bro.
Wait, can you guys hear me? My mic's like all fucked up right now.
Oh, we can hear
Okay,
you.
good.
Yeah, you sound just as stupid as you sound every other day.
Bro, this is just a fucking roast. I've been on it for a minute. I'm just getting flamed already.
Nah, dude. You look cute, bro. You look
Thanks,
cute.
man.
Bro, I'm an ultra fan of rubbing tubs, man. I blow up the comment section.
I know.
You know, I got a follow
Dude.
from Luis, the goat. I was like,
Dude.
let's go, dog.
Your Lamarca comment got like 5,000 likes or
You
something.
made me famous.
Like that, bro.
You made me famous.
Wow.
Celsius sponsored me, bro. Title sponsor, you know. Got that 0 grams of sugar. Yeah, rubbing tubs. Get your Celsius code Spida.
Oh my God.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's good to
So
it's
dead
good to
right now.
officially meet you. By the way, Jack. I know Chase he's been saying some great things about you, so it's good to finally get you on here. You're one of our biggest reps on here.
He is.
Glad to be here, bro. I'm excited, man. It's a big weekend. Also, Spida got me sports betting this week. I
Sorry.
said I'm not doing it. And I got on Prize Picks this week. Lost $100 real quick.
Are you guys watching the Open at all?
The WM?
Yeah, the one out in Arizona, the Phoenix Open.
Cole, let me tell you right now. So I lost $85 betting NBA last night, and I'm like, all right, what? We don't stop there. Let's hedge. So I, threw another $100 in, and I have like 6 bets right now going. Live WM. I'm like, I know golf, so I've got stupid amounts of bets, man. Spider.
He's just trying to make his money back.
Exactly,
I
bro.
mean, I think the only thing I could say is Prize Picks is kind of a sucker because everything is parlays. Like you only cash if you hit everything.
And yeah, there's no. And in Utah, you can't bet money lines. You can't.
But same like California. It's like why is this is another controversial topic I really like to talk about. Why can I bet, a fucking over under, but I can't take the Lakers to win? It's like I could bet 80 points. I can bet LeBron points. I can bet, fucking LeBron free throws. It's dumb as shit.
Wait, is
but
that what Prize Picks is?
Yeah,
Straight
it's
up,
just
yeah.
props. Straight up props.
Cole, it's listed
so
as
dumb.
like
I didn't even know that.
a fantasy something, so that in states where it's not legal, everyone can still do it because it's not technically gambling, but you're parlaying everything. You have to have a minimum.
Yeah,
Like you can't bet same team. So if I want, like last night, for example, if I wanted to take like freaking the Joker on 3 3-pointers or whatever, and then Jamal Murray like 11 assists or whatever, I couldn't do it. I'd have to pick two guys, 2 different
That
teams.
kind of sucks. Damn.
And it's a minimum parlay, like a minimum
Sucker
2-man
bet,
parlay.
bro. That's a
Well,
sucker
dude,
bet.
they make stupid money.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
I just think it's like, I don't know. Like, why are you not allowing this shit to happen?
Big business, Spider. Come on, they don't care about you. They don't want you to win. That's just what they want you to
I don't
think,
understand. Do you see how much money that gambling brings to the government? Especially if someone hits it big, they get taxed off of it. The state gets half. It's like, you have it legalized in almost like 40 states now, and of course California you can't, but you could do all these prize picks, and it's like people are gonna find a way to bet. Like I'm gonna have a bookie, I'm gonna have 3 bookies at one point now, and so it's just like I'm gonna find my way. It's like
Chase
you might
is
as well,
an addict,
but it's like
he's just openly admitting it.
but you might as well. The government might as well get rewarded out of that.
So back when I was in St. George, like it was, the border of Arizona was literally 10 minutes away. So like when we'd head down to California, you go down that way and you'd see like 8 cars, especially if it was like NFL weekend or whatever.
Just on the side of the road.
On the side of the road. And then like in the rear view, you'd see after they place their bets, they'd make their U-turns and head back to St. George just so they could,
I love that.
just so they could place their bets. I'm like, hey, that's some people may
hilarious.
call it addiction. I call it dedication.
Dude, that's like my kind of people. It's like, dude, when you're waking up at 3 a.m. to take a piss and you see that your KBO baseball just hit, like that's the best feeling in the world.
Bro.
Just being honest with you. Speaking of what? Go ahead, sorry, Jack.
Oh no, I was just saying that's Korean baseball is probably where I draw the line. Although they have like you can bet video games on prize, but like you can. Anyway.
Or you could bet like over under kills and fucking Call of Duty deathmatch. It's like
I think Grand Wizard Master's going 3.5.
Yeah.
You're like,
I knew someone that started betting on like Japanese baseball when Trevor Bauer went over there,
wild.
and he just started throwing like massive money on Trevor Bauer to just absolutely torch these Japanese guys overseas, and he won stupid money.
God.
Oh yeah. Hey Cole.
Yeah.
Hart High School alum Trevor Bauer. He's one of us. No joke.
Yeah.
He went to Hart High School.
Oh fuck.
And I think Ozella was still there when Bauer was there.
No crap. Damn. I did not realize that.
Yeah.
I know a bunch of. There are some other guys from that are in the league. I mean, like recently, like Cole Roeder or Roeder.
Yeah. I think
he's still in the
he's on the
Cubs, the minor?
the Cubs farm team, and I think he's actually in Arizona too.
I think so.
So we got him, and then we got Nick Valaika. He was UCLA, and I'm not sure how his career panned out. I think Glasnow. He was another.
Glasnow's in there.
Yep, he was another Hart.
Hart always had a good baseball team.
Always. There's a if you think about it, where we went, the Valley, we had a lot of guys that panned out professional careers. So
yeah, I mean, even like imagine if Hunter Green didn't go to Notre Dame, like he probably would have been at West Ranch.
Dude,
should have been at West Ranch.
Dude,
we could have been the duo.
So here's the thing. So Hunter Green, dude, I used to see him and his dad wrestle. Right, my dad, we do the same thing. Saturday comes around.
He had no friends.
Dude, none. Let's go take BP up at Richard Rue. I'm like, all right, cool. My dad and I are driving. You look over every day, Saturday, Russell and Hunter on their Segways, mobbing up Poe to go. And then it was just, dude, even at 8 years old, he was different, dude. His dad, like, props because it worked. Ruthless. Like, he's like throw 100 strikes and hit 100 home runs, and then we're out of here.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously he made it, and however, I don't think he's panning out as well as like most people thought he would, and he's not pitching anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's playing outfield.
No. He's not hitting. He's only pitching now.
He's only pitching. Okay, yeah. I knew it was one or the other.
So I mean, the thing is, like, dude, the dude's still 25, which in MLB like is still very young. So,
no, I know.
Yeah. I mean, I followed him last year. He was on my fantasy team, so he had a pretty good season. He's just on a really shitty team. So, but he last year was kind of like a breakout year for him, and he just signed this like fucking monster contract extension. So I mean,
he's still on the Reds. He asked Spider, or did he get traded?
He's on the Reds. But honestly, dude, like,
I thought he was moved over to the Twins.
No, he's on the Reds.
Maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
So the thing is, like, dude, honestly, I've met him a few times, and just because he's right here all the time, he's actually super nice, and he does a lot of shit for like
super good guy, man. Great family.
Yeah,
they're just dedicated, hardcore, panned out.
he does a lot of things out like at the baseball park around here. He's always giving away cleats, like giving away autographs and stuff. Like he's super nice and um, he's really nice. Like if you go up to him and just say, "Hey, what's up, Hunter?" Like I'm a big fan. He'd be like, "Oh, dude, appreciate it," and have a full ass conversation with you. So
Yeah.
I really hope he makes it out there, man. Like he's guy's a fucking freak talent, man. So,
Notre Dame high school prodigy throwing 100
like,
at what was he throwing? He was throwing 100 at like
16.
13, yeah, 16,
Yeah, like,
whatever.
Yeah,
It was.
Jesus.
I think he maxed out at like 102 in a high school game,
Crazy.
which is just
Dude,
crazy.
He's like our Otani out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just a freak where he could fucking hit, he could pitch. Like, so, I don't know.
That's also
Isn't
isn't
Otani? Oh, go ahead, Luis.
I know. I was just gonna say that's also like a pretty tough sport. It seems to like make it in, isn't it?
Dude.
Like baseball.
Oh, dude,
Because like you can honestly like again like I don't watch the MLB. Like I watch maybe college baseball whenever maybe like once a year whenever TCU is playing. But I don't know. It seems like that's a sport where you can just get cut whenever. And
1,000%,
even after you get drafted, like you're not guaranteed to like make it. Anyone can
No, because
correct
after
me if
you
I'm
get
wrong,
drafted, you spend the first 7, 8, sometimes your whole career in the AAA, AA, single A, in the farm system. Like most rookies in the show are like 27, 28 years old. Am I wrong?
No,
No,
you're
dude,
totally right.
yeah.
Because
And then-
you get drafted, then you have your rookie ball, and then you have, spring training. Everybody's pretty much getting called up, but then you have, single A, double A, triple A, high A. Like there's like 7 different teams per major league team. You have all these levels you got to kind of climb up. So it's like the odds of even like if you get drafted, the odds of you making the MLB is like less than like 10%. It's like something.
Did he
crazy.
just
later, Chase. Later.
Peace out, bro.
God damn.
All right, call me Spider, bro.
That was so abrupt. Oh, there he is.
Hardly. That's crazy,
What the
dog.
fuck just happened?
The government saw him talking shit, and they were
Yeah.
like, "Nope."
Yeah, no, but I know,
We
dude. I
still
have so
can't.
many. Yeah, Chase,
We still
whatever.
can't hear him
Can you
or
see me
see
now?
him.
dude. But yeah, that farming system.
Can you
I
see
have
me?
so many. Like, I have no experience in it, but like, dude, you have to. Unless you're like the Bryce Harpers or whatever, like you get your signing bonus if you're drafted high, and then after that, you're not making squat, bro. Like you're making
No,
30 grand, 50 grand,
Oh,
maybe.
wow.
And then like,
Yeah.
and someone can, correct me or blow me up when this comes out. Like, no, I actually make 100 grand. Cool. But like the people I know, it's not like, it's like 50K, bro. So
No.
they grind it out, and then injuries or whatever happens, like you have to be a stud at all points, like, and to even get looked at, and then you have your chance, and then maybe you make it. So it's like, you got to be top of the top of the top every step of the way.
So
I mean,
what
that's
it
exactly
seems-
why-
what it's essentially filters. Then each one is what I'm kind of getting, or that kind of at least that's what it sounds like you guys are saying is like once you get drafted, like all these like teams that you have to like ascend through, each one is like filtering more and more people out, I guess.
Right. So yeah, you either have to be extremely persistent, like, and you're getting called up at 30 years old, right? Or like whatever it may be, or, you are a top 2 prospect in right field, and the right fielder for the Cubs just so happens to need AC surgery or whatever. And they're like, all right, get him up, So it's
But then the second he comes back from injury, you're going right back down.
exactly.
Or you end up just being that lifelong minor league guy, and you grow to be like a veteran presence for your rookies.
Look at
and
this guy's name,
and
bro.
help develop and teach them. So, oh Jesus, Chase.
Welcome
Cancel,
back,
bro.
Chase. You might need to, dude. When are we getting this Wi-Fi fixed?
Can you see me now?
Yeah, we can see you now.
Yeah, but
Welcome
Mike
back.
needs to do something about this.
Dude, look at his 2%, 4%. Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah.
Still higher than my Prize Picks winning percentage. I'll tell you that much.
Shout out.
You feel me?
Yeah,
Bro,
dude,
you're
that's-
like-
with this
you're like
Celsius
the
money, we
fucking
got to be doing a
trend.
little bit better.
For real.
Oh my god. Yeah. I
It
don't
seems
know
like
what the fuck's
Celsius
going-
just sponsors everybody. Same with Prize Picks.
I mean, dude, everybody, bro. Our what would you call them? New Heights, our podcasters, same level. I think we're like right there, neck and neck. They got their plant-based thermogenics, whatever that one's called. I won't say it because I'm not sponsored by them. But yeah, they got their energy drink. That's like the wave. Energy drink, gambling, guys. Blow out your kidneys and blow out your stacks.
Or a couple Zinnichinos. Maybe get sponsored by Zimbabwe's.
Upper decky, bro. Upper deckies.
A couple upper decky lip pillows in.
Dude, look at this guy frozen with that big old smile. So cute, bro.
I see it too. I didn't want to say anything, but he's probably still talking. Still yapping.
He's probably trying to speak right now, and we're just ignoring him.
Uh,
Yeah, there you go.
bro.
Damn, dude. You think with all this Smith wrenches and Celsius and Zen money that's pouring in that, we'd have maybe a little bit better Wi-Fi, but it
That bro-
happens to the best of us.
That
Yeah,
bro's
dude,
on that
Smith-
Cricket wireless plan.
The Smith Cricket Wireless. He's on Boost Mobile over here.
Might be, Jesus, man. The Nokia hotspot.
He just sent us a text. He goes, "I'm gonna kill this motherfucker, Mike. Now my Wi-Fi is completely out."
Mike's probably disconnected it just to fuck with him.
Mike's taking up all the bandwidth on the hub, bro. That's so
Mike's
funny.
just chilling over there on the hub.
Oh, great.
Use the hotspot, Chase. Damn.
Goodness me, bro. Hey, I wanted to ask, what Super Bowl wise, what are your boys' thoughts? What are your picks? Who you got?
I like the Niners, but I will say this: Chase said something to me. I think it was either yesterday or the day before. A bet that I really like, and it's Chiefs first half, just money line first half. I like that.
Yeah.
And I
Look what
think
happened
that.
with
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, you look at what happened with the Lions. Like Chiefs could run it up.
Yeah.
Like Niners are a second half team.
Exactly. I like Chiefs first half, but I do like the Niners to end up winning it.
Yeah, I think it's just, as much as I hate to say it, I think it's hard to bet against the Niners just as a team, so well rounded, right? But you can also, then again, you can say, how do you count out the Chiefs, right? I don't know. I was telling you, tell me your thoughts on it. I was saying, I think Mahomes is going to be our Brady, like our generation's Brady. So witnessing a great run a dynasty, I'm kind of like, I think it's kind of cool to watch, and I'd be okay if he wins. But I still think Niners, they probably end up on top.
Yeah.
I like
Go ahead,
the
Luis.
Niners. I like the Niners, but that's also just because I can't stand the Chiefs. Like that's
Fair enough.
I'm here to I'm very willing to acknowledge that it's just because like I'm biased. I hate the Chiefs. I hate Jackson Mahomes. I hate Brittany Mahomes. I hate Taylor Swift. I hate Mr. Pfizer. Like I hate them all. I mean, that being said, they're a great team, and like I could see if like a lot of people want to pick them, but I'm gonna rock with Purdy. I just want someone to finally end this nightmare. I think also in regards to like what you were saying right now, like how he can be this generation's Brady. I agree. Like I don't disagree with that. I just think he's a highly more dislikable version of that. Like I can't stand them. Like I think I hate them way more than I disliked the Patriots during their dynasty. Welcome back,
True.
Chase.
I think it's-
Yeah,
I
okay,
think it's
but here's the
yeah.
thing. Here's the thing, Luis, is that's exactly what I don't know if I should say our parents, but like people that were slightly older than us, like maybe in their 30s right now, were saying about Brady and the Patriots. It's the
Yeah.
exact same thing they were saying.
I bet they were saying that. The only retort I would say is
I mean,
they
how
didn't
could you
have
not
to,
hate a team that had Aaron Hernandez on it? Like, let's be real.
No. That's based. Don't get it mixed up with it, like being dislikable. But my only retort to that is you don't have as much off-field stuff that you hate them for, right? Like you hated
Yeah,
the
well,
Patriots.
we're also in a new age of social media.
Yeah.
I know. I acknowledge that, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, you didn't have like a Jackson Brady, like Jackson Mahomes kid on the sideline, fucking dancing on people's numbers on the field, like doing his little TikTok dance. Like
No,
that's
but you did have Brady making out with his sons.
yeah, that's true. That was a big thing, huh?
Let
Yeah.
me guess. I know I got disconnected, but we're talking about Super Bowl. We're talking about TikToks. We're talking Taylor Swift. We're talking Mahomes. We're talking the whole shebang. Is it taken away from the game? Is it taken away from this? Is that what we're kind of talking about?
No.
A little bit?
We're just
not even
saying
close.
we were just going over like who we are picking for the game and like who we want to win, and then also what like comparing I guess Mahomes and Brady and the Chiefs and Patriots, to like just people hating them, I guess. And I was saying the thing with the Chiefs is you got dudes like Jackson Mahomes on the side. You have Brittany Mahomes being obnoxious at every single game. Now you have everything that's been going on with Taylor Swift about how she's shown 30 times a game. That's exaggerating, obviously, but I don't know.
No, it's not. It's right around there.
I actually heard that it was something like less than 5 seconds a game that she got.
Here's what's going to happen.
No, I actually heard it's actually not that much.
Spider, real quick, I'm gonna let you go right after this, but it's true. My thoughts on after I took a step back, I'm like, dude, they don't show her that much on TV.
But when
they do, all you see on your Twitter, all you see on TikTok, all you see edits, boom, blah blah blah. But that's all. I think NFL is concocting that. They're like
100%.
Dude, what'd they say? I mean, Travis Kelce's jerseys went up 300%. She's brought in something like $300 million of like revenue per se, whatever be ads, viewers, whatever. Like, dude, it's all the brand. Jackson Mahomes, they're like, yeah, throw as many news media, bring as much attention in here, and I'm sure the Chiefs are like, they are bringing in that bag, bro.
And then they said, Patrick Mahomes Sr., go and get a DUI. Let's bring some more media attention to this shit.
My God.
So it's just that's what they said. It's amazing that someone
Let's
has
just
so
make
much
it
money
even more difficult on our quarterback to do his job.
Yeah. Hey, Pat Mahomes Sr., grab 2 40s and then just take it down the strip, brother. Here's 100. Here's 100K.
He said, "Fuck it."
Yeah.
I'm going with Purdy. I'm going with Purdy in the Niners.
Purdy. Jack.
Spider, I'm sorry, boys. I'm rooting Chiefs, but I still think Niners. I think Niners. It's their time.
Interesting.
They've got such a high-powered team.
See,
Are you a Chiefs fan?
Dog, no, but I always root for the greats. Like if they're rolling, I would like to see them roll. So bandwagon, call me it.
So
Fair enough. At least he admits to it. Chase never admits that he's a bandwagon.
But at least it's through that avenue.
I've had this sweatshirt for a little over a year now. I got it for Super Bowl Sunday last year.
Oh my gosh, he's got merch, bro.
I have about I shit you not about 12 different T-shirts from 12 different teams that I just wear on any given Sunday, just depending on what I got money on.
Lions, Jags.
Yep.
You name it, bro.
Lions, Jags, Titans, Saints, Rams, Seahawks, Denver, Seattle, Pittsburgh. I don't know. I'll probably add a couple more next year. But my point is I don't like Mahomes' brother. We've made that clear. I don't like Taylor Swift, but I do like money, and I'm not a stupid bettor. I'm going to take with a guy who's going to his 4th Super Bowl, guy who's been there, versus fraud Purdy, who's going to get convicted of being straight ass after Sunday, and you guys will see it. So you can't bet against Mahomes, and you're giving me plus money. Fucking, let's rock. Give me it. Fucking throw that shit. Whatever the fuck.
Well, there you have it. Chase officially jinxed the Chiefs.
That's Florida State, bro.
No, Chiefs do it too.
He's right. They do.
I didn't know that. I always thought this was the Florida State thing.
They do it at the Chiefs games too. It's like some fucking
anything Native American related, usually.
Yeah. So why we cancel the Indians, but we haven't canceled the Chiefs yet? That's my question.
No one will ever know.
And
all right, so it looks like some of us are Niners. We've got Jack, who's Chiefs. Actually, well, Chase, you're Chiefs too, huh? Yeah.
My best team in NFL. My favorite team since I was last year. Yep.
Got to say it with our chest.
Respectfully,
I'll be right back.
I hope,
Boys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom.
Why don't you bring Chewy here? God damn.
I'm going to.
Bring him, dude. He could be our other guest.
Chewy.
Cole's worried about us hearing Chewy, but I mean, if anything, bring his ass here.
All right, Luis. We have.
Dude, go ahead.
No,
Go, Spada.
You're the guest. You go first, please.
No. I was gonna, when Cole gets back, I wanted to talk about Caleb Williams because Merrill Hodges came out, gave a hot take. And I want to see. Cole's probably gonna love it.
Yeah, let's get our little transition to college, Luis. Big fucking day for our Bruins yesterday.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I know you were exceptionally happy with it.
The Wicked Witch of Westwood is gone.
Yeah. Did Jack even know? Did Jack know about the announcement that you had made like a couple months back, like regarding Chip Kelly?
I don't know if
Tell me about it, Chase.
I said when Chip Kelly he lost to Cal the last game of the season. I said I'm not watching another game until this little fucking jabroni's gone. So,
and they officially canned him?
No.
What happened?
He decided he left and he took the offensive coordinator position at Ohio State.
They canned him. UCLA said, "Hey."
Well.
No, I think it was strategic on his part. I think he bolted for that specific job, demoted himself to be an OC because he knew, like to your point, he was probably at some point going to get canned.
Yeah.
And so he figured, I may go to Ohio State right now, go be an OC, get a little bit of money from doing that before next year I get even, like the seat gets even hotter because people like Chase, like they want me out. So I think that's what happened.
So here's my thought. I have a lot I got to say about this. Look, I wanted the guy fired during the season. I did. But you know what? I did a lot of reading. You know, I'm a very loyal Bruin fan. I have been my whole life. Jack can back that up. So
True.
I did some reading. If they were to fire him, they would have to give him an $8.5 million payout, right? So that's a lot of money to a school like UCLA who can't compete with this NIL and they don't get all this fucking, donor shit. So they waited till the end of the year, and now that he left on his own terms, they saved $8.5 million, and Ohio State has to pay the school to get Chip out of his contract. So that's $10 million they're saving, and they could take that $10 million and hire a new coach. I just think the timing of it's pretty shitty because, you waited until after recruitment. You waited until, all the good coaches in the, portal were gone. You waited till all the good players were already committed to other schools. So the timing is more shitty of it, but I'm glad he left on his own terms because they could take that money and hire, I don't know who's out there, but, I think they're trying to get PJ Fleck or they're talking about Eric Bieniemy, the Chiefs OC from 2 years ago. I think this is good for UCLA. I think they're going to struggle for a year or two, bad, because they have the 84th ranked recruiting class this year. That's the worst in school history.
Ooh.
But I mean, I don't know, man. I really don't have much to say. I mean, I think Chip is honestly scared of taking a head coaching job in a new conference like the Big Ten, where UCLA will be very mediocre. And so he decided to fucking be a little bitch and go be OC for a team in the same conference. That's sad.
Well, here's the thing, because who was Ohio State supposed to have?
They hired
That
Bill O'Brien.
ended up taking
Bill O'Brien.
Yeah, and then he ended up taking the Boston College head coaching job.
Yeah.
So Bill O'Brien was Ohio State's offensive coordinator for what, a month?
Mm-hmm.
And then when he left, Chip Kelly just saw an out. Chip Kelly was like, shit, they're probably in desperation mode. I'm going to get fired next year if I don't do well. There's no way I'm going to do well in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
With UCLA. I might as well.
No way.
So, but my whole thought process...
He saw an out.
My whole thing is, why did you wait? You were actively looking for a new job during recruitment. What new players, a senior in high school, is I want to play for a guy who doesn't even want to fucking be here. It's you didn't help. All these guys are fuck it, I want to go to a better school than that. And then so I don't know if you guys know this. Chip Kelly was the mentor to Ryan Day. They were
I didn't know that.
They coached, I think it was New Hampshire together. Chip was the OC and Ryan was on the roster, below him. So Chip was kind of his, mentor, and he got him big. So now it's some fucking, the student becomes the teacher kind of bullshit. It's the guy you train is now your boss. It's just all right, kind of a little bitch, So now you're working.
I mean, better than getting fired on the national stage.
Exactly.
If you think about it, if you think about it from Kelly's perspective, that's the best possible outcome. You go to a powerhouse 100%. School, you get a bag, you don't have all the weight of being a head coach, and he is an offensive mind. We know that. Dude made his name at Oregon, Like he's gonna have higher caliber players, and
Yes.
all the money in the world.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
for recruiting,
I think it's good for him.
And
I actually think it's a brilliant hire by Ohio State. I think it's fantastic because, like Jack said, Chip Kelly is. I mean, it's not like he forgot how to coach an offense,
right.
and now that that's his sole primary focus at a blue blood school, I think he might actually have a lot of success.
I think as an OC, he's probably a decent hire. You also have to take into account, like, he wasn't gone for a couple years before he went to go coach at UCLA. Like, he had left Oregon, and then he was gone. He was gone for a couple years, and then went to UCLA. Chase, I have a question for you because, like, obviously, like, you don't seem like you were happy at all when Chip Kelly was there with like the results in terms of like win-loss records. But I have a question for you. Like, what would you consider success at UC? Yeah, for UCLA football, because then I was looking through their yearly records, like year by year. They've finished ranked in the 21st century 4 times. Like, they have finished a season 4 times where they were ranked in the top 25. One of those was Chip Kelly's. And so, like, I'm wondering, like, do you just want someone that takes it to the next level where they're consistently being ranked? Or, like, what are you defining as success? Because I would hate to be sitting here another 2-3 years from now and you're like, we need to fire Butch Cornbread or whoever gets hired because they didn't, get in the top 15.
It's a hell of a question.
My whole thing is, UCLA has never, since the 90s, right? They haven't been a dominant football powerhouse, right? It's always like, oh, it's UCLA basketball, it's UCLA everything, and then they say, oh, they're not a football school. They don't even fucking play at their own school. You got to drive 30 minutes to get to your stadium. It's like, how do you build this college base when you're not even in your own city? It's like, so the fact that they played a cool stadium, don't get me wrong, but you don't have that campus on campus 5, right? So that bothers me. Secondly, you have a guy who was a offensive wizard at Oregon, right? Led him to a national championship. He had a Heisman guy like Mariota, and then he goes to the NFL, sucks ass, but it's Chip Kelly, so it's like, he had a big name guy. Do you know his record in 6 years was 1 game above 500?
Yeah, but this goes back to what Luis was saying. Like, it's not like Chip Kelly went to a powerhouse
and went
at a school
8-5.
Like UCLA. You have to think about it like it's almost like it's Kansas. I don't mean to disrespect UCLA like that.
Prove my point.
You have to look at it from a perspective like Kansas did. Kansas is historically, they're a blue blood basketball school, but they hired Lance Leopold, who, before coming to Kansas, he's made his name at Kansas, and he didn't do it by recruiting. And you keep on saying like, oh, we need to get better recruits. We need to get better recruits. No, what you need to do is you need to bring someone in to start fresh and build a culture. You have to build a culture like Lance Leopold did at Kansas, a winning culture, like Jed Fish did at Arizona over the past 3-4 years.
Yeah.
That's how you have to do it. That's how you have to bring a school like UCLA, like Arizona, like Kansas. That's how you have to bring those schools into the upper echelon.
No.
Does that make sense?
It also takes a lot of time, dude. Like, thinking
so much.
Think about like even as a TCU fan, like, you think about Gary Patterson, and like, you think about like how long it took him to build that program up, to get them, like, without him, that's not even a Power 5 program. But that wasn't like an overnight thing, like from going Group of 5 to like Big 12 title contender, every now and then. Like, that takes a long time. And so that's why I'm like, what I'm asking with you is like, what would you be considering success? Is like, is it strictly the win and loss record? Because if you're going off that, like, I don't know if UCLA can expect to win 10 to win 10 games every year, because they've only done it like 3-4 times, 3 times in this century.
Yeah,
so,
I think.
I don't know. Like, I was just curious because I don't know if like you want them to immediately start doing what UCF or USC was doing at one point this century, or if
I don't.
You just want to be going 9-3 every year.
I don't think UCLA is ever going to be a blue blood of football. That's known. We know that because one, you have the blue blood is at USC across the fucking town, and whatever. I think it's just the reputation at UCLA, where they're known as like the little sister, school compared to USC. I just think media UCLA is the name, their name, but when you have, I haven't even fucking seen them go to a Rose Bowl in my entire lifetime. Just give me one. Just give me one. Give me one.
Maybe the blueprint that you can follow is somewhat along the lines of, I don't know, maybe what Baylor has done this century. Like Baylor has had some terrible years, like some terrible years where they went like 1-11 and stuff, but they built something to where at least some years, depending on who's coaching them, they can go win their conference or they can go to a New Year's Six. And I think maybe that's like a blueprint that you could follow, because Baylor has been looked down by like a lot of schools. I mean, so is TCU. Like they've always been looked down by like Texas A&M. Despite Texas A&M not really doing much either. Yeah. But I don't know. I do think it's possible for a school that's not traditionally looked at for football to eventually get up to that national stage. So I don't know. We'll see.
Here, real quick, my like big picture blueprint too. Like the game has changed. It's not like, oh, how can I succeed in football and all this? It's like, how can you change my life? These kids are like, what deals can I get? What this can I get? How can this grow my brand? And UCLA, I just don't think they want to go to these Bamas, Ohio States, like Texas, all these big, blue blood football schools. UCLA somehow, some way has to grow their business side of things, and reputation is like, hey, we can do this for you. Right now, they don't have that. And two, I think they're gonna have to be money in like they're gonna have to like moneyball it and be money in the transfer portal. Find guys that like just real quality that maybe aren't getting what they wanted out of other schools. They need to that's how they're gonna have to grow, I think. But yeah, SC is the school of Los Angeles. Unfortunately,
it is what it is.
But I mean, even saying like SC is the school of Los Angeles, it doesn't really mean as much as it used to.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
True.
Like, sure, you're the school of Los Angeles, but like, when was the last time a school of Los Angeles has done anything relevant?
Right. Now the West Coast teams like Washington, right? Like that's the
Washington and Oregon.
Yep. Those are the two. At some point, it was USC, UCLA, but
the crazy thing too is that there are other schools on the West Coast that have had more success recently than USC and UCLA, like Stanford. Stanford had a run of really great success during like Andrew Luck, and who was the coach?
Oh, that's who I actually want to come to UCLA is David Shaw.
Shaw. He came to Hart for Trent, Cole. He was came for a ton of recruiting
David
for
Shaw.
David Shaw was
bring
at
you
Hart
West
all the
Ranch's
time.
best receivers. Give it a shot. Hook you up. We'll do some recruiting together.
Dude, I love Trent. I always loved that dude. His usage really went up this year with Cincinnati.
Who was it? Usage went up a Higgins ton. That went down, and he stepped up as like the number 3 or 4 guy.
Yep.
And he had to grind like from when he got drafted, going through practice squad after practice squad with the Dolphins, getting cut, being brought back, worked out with the Giants, and then full circle came to Cincy, and he was with them. He's been to a Super Bowl, which is sick.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's been to a Super Bowl, got that experience, but he's definitely like a solid 3-4 receiver. They know they could use him as a 3,
dude,
but he's like a 4.
He's going to be in the league for a long time because one, he's fast as shit. He can punt return. He can, special teams guy. Like that's probably his primary role. But he's also like a kind of like a unique weapon you could use in like the slot. And he's got hands, dude. He's got
absolutely
these hands that he doesn't drop the ball. He's incredible.
Yeah. He's a big Wes Welker. He's not gonna outrun these guys, but he's gonna catch the ball. And he's going to get enough separation on slants, digs, outs, and he's going to get you first downs.
He's going to run good routes. He's going to run good routes.
Exactly.
So while we're on the subject of this, don't be surprised if David Shaw does come to UCLA because, one, I could tell you his son is a wide receiver at UCLA. He walked on last year, so Shaw was seen at a lot of practices, and he went to all the home games. So he's familiar, and I think he's a player's coach. I would enjoy it. I don't know. I mean, fuck it.
Came from Stanford. He runs a
Yeah,
tight
yeah.
ship, dude. These guys will
He
be
had
disciplined. They'll play
he
disciplined
was
ball.
like a 9-3, 10-2 guy every year, and then he had one shitty year, and they just let him go. It's like, all right, wish we would have done that with Chip, but it's all good. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, Stanford hasn't really like been up there
No,
since
no.
then, huh?
No.
Like I think the last time I saw Stanford doing anything of relevancy in football, at least, was when like Bryce Love was like
Mhm.
Yeah.
finishing up there, like when we played them in like the Alamo Bowl, and then after that, like I haven't
Dude,
really
he
heard
had
much
like
about Stanford
for like an
so.
8-year span, like he had a Heisman guy, like he had his McCaffrey, he had his Andrew Luck, he had his Bryce Love. They were all top 3 in their Heisman, and then didn't Luck win one?
Dude, they were a tight
Yeah,
end powerhouse for like
absolutely.
4 or 5 years.
So like,
Who was it?
Mhm.
Ertz came out of there.
Mm-hmm.
I say
long
that. I
hair,
don't. But
long hair.
who's
Guy
the
with
big?
long hair? I can't think of his name. I know.
Yeah, guy with long
Parkinson.
hair.
Colby. Yeah.
Parkinson. Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, Oaks
So,
Christian guy.
I would
Really?
I would like
Yeah,
Shaw.
Parkinson.
I would like Shaw.
Parkinson, Pittman.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, at heart, I am a Sooner. Born and bred. And when I'm dead, I'm Sooner dead. So as long as my Sooners perform next year, and
That's the transition. Cole. Merrill Hodges just came out, and there was a bunch of clips, and he says Caleb Williams is nothing special. He is not
Cole's
gonna
gonna agree with you.
Like, he's not gonna be that guy. No. It's not me. It's Merrill Hodges. I just want to know Cole's thoughts, which is, you look at like Heisman guys, Heisman finalists, Heisman winners, these, crazy flashy guys. Even RG3, bro, like NFL's different. And Merrill Hodges is saying, like, well, you got to remember Pat Mahomes too. Pat Mahomes was, he got drafted in the first round, but literally the Chiefs were like, this is our guy. And it was the Chiefs that said that. Everyone else had him as a lower tier quarterback. They're like, oh, he's raw, whatever. But the Chiefs saw that. Caleb Williams, everyone's coming out hype up to the, like, up here. They're like, oh, I'm like, dog, look at the caliber of teams he played. And he's running around in a backfield. Like, it's just not going to translate. I've said this. You can ask Chase. I said this because Wyatt and Gabe and all these guys are like, dude, he is him. He's that guy. He's going to. And I'm like, no. Like, you get to the NFL, it is so different. When you have Myles Garrett coming after you, like, good luck trying to pull a spin move and run. He's going to get you, throw you down. So it's, I don't know. What are your thoughts, Cole? You think?
I'll start by saying this. Like, do I think Caleb Williams isn't, like, probably the most talented quarterback? Definitely of this draft, and maybe in the last 5-10 years. Probably.
Yep.
He probably is. But, and I've said this about high school guys going into college. I know Luis and Chase are familiar with me saying this. I don't know if you are. But you take a 5-star in high school. God damn it, Chewy. Sorry.
Just let him be. Just let him be.
Yeah, but you can't eat this.
He doesn't even know what you're doing.
I've said this before. Like, there's 5-star guys in high school, and the second you get onto a college campus, like, those 5 stars mean nothing because it's a completely new game. And the same goes from college to the NFL. I mean, it's a completely new game.
Mm-hmm.
New dynamics. It's not as fast. It's a lot more game management, clock management, and it's a lot more being extremely precise with the ball. Windows are tighter. D linemen, like you mentioned, Myles Garrett. You could throw T.J. Watt into that conversation. Aaron Donald. Like, you've got guys coming at you a lot faster.
Yeah.
And statistically speaking, if you're one of the top guys coming out of the draft, you're probably on a pretty bad team. And
no doubt about it.
One thing about bad teams, universally, they all have bad lines. There's never been a team that finished close to dead last in the NFL and also had a good offensive line. Like, it just doesn't happen.
No chance.
So, like, do I think he's going to pan out in the NFL? I think it's hard to say. Like,
it depends on the situation he comes in.
Yeah, if you look at historical data, like, the chances of him panning out, like, there have been a lot of guys that had a ton of hype around them that just didn't pan out. Like, just look at
Johnny Manziel,
Robert Griffin, Johnny Manziel, I mean, you could throw Baker and Kyler into that
Josh
conversation that like just had a ton of hype, and they just wasn't. Yeah, Josh Rosen, Sam Darnold. Like, there's been plenty of guys that have gone first, second, third in the draft, had a ton of like positive energy about them, and they just didn't pan out. And it's because it's a completely different game. So
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson, bro. Except
Colt
Zach
McCoy.
Wilson. Zach Wilson will still bang your mom, which is kind of a dub in my book.
Crazy, bro.
But yeah, like I think that the biggest thing for him, he has all the talent in the world, but I don't think he has like a winning attitude. I don't think he has like that different attitude that like a Jalen Hurts has, or that like a Patrick Mahomes has, or a Brady or a Breeze. Like they don't.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that like tick in his brain that flips it to a different level when you're in the trenches. And he's
Yeah.
proved that. What the fuck? And he's proved that several times. I don't know what that was, but he's proved that several times. Like that. Like look, he lost to UCLA. He's lost several big games in college. I think the biggest game he's won was against Texas when he was at Oklahoma.
Right.
But since then, like he hasn't won a big game.
Yeah.
So
And his mentality. I don't know if he's had like a team telling him this or whatever, but when you try to like tell the NFL like, oh, I'm just gonna stay back, or like I'm gonna choose my team, like, dude, the NFL, it's an entertainment. Like they have so much control over what happens. Those owners. Have you ever seen Ballers with Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
I love that
Like
show.
that's like based off reality, bro. These guys aren't gonna let some college kid who thinks he's this stuff, because they've seen this time and time and time again for years and years. Like, dude, you're not gonna play us. Like, we're the billionaires. So it's like his job is to play football and be the best football player. And sometimes it seems like he's just trying to chase a bag, or his head is like 50-50, you know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see. But
well, you mentioned that like they see this all the time. They absolutely do. And there have been guys in the past that have like tried to demand to go to a particular team, or like didn't want to go to the
like
first
Eli
pick
Manning.
of
He's
the
acting
draft.
like Eli.
I mean, it's
He's
happened
acting
before.
like Eli Manning entirely.
yeah,
But the thing is it's happened more times than outside of Eli. The reason Eli's case is prominent is because it actually worked for Eli. But throughout history, I can't name you another player that took that tactic and it succeeded for him. Like, I'm a huge Brian Bosworth fan. Look at what happened to Brian Bosworth. He did the same exact
Dude,
thing.
he's the Dr. Pepper
And then
guy.
a few months later, he's getting fucking truck sticked by what's his name?
Bo knows. Bo Jackson.
By Bo,
it's Bo.
Just getting absolutely truck sticked. Probably he was supposed to be the strongest man in the fucking world, just getting plowed by Bo Jackson.
Yeah. It's just it's a
Yeah, dude.
So it just doesn't work
turned to
very
all
often.
brand.
I think also
And the one guy it did work for is a fucking Manning.
2-time Super Bowl winner. Worked out. All I'm saying is,
So
Jack, I think Caleb is a great talent and he's a special talent. But yes, there's been, like Cole said, there's so many guys, particularly quarterbacks, that go in with all this hype. They're the next fucking Mahomes, they're the next, fucking Elway, all these different comparisons. And then for some reason, it's like these lottery picks, they don't pan out. A lot of them. So it's like, especially when you got a guy who's just got a horrible attitude, it's like, what, he's going to throw an interception and fucking, like, cry on the sidelines and look for his mom saying, Mom, I shouldn't have left USC. Like, I'm not ready for this. It's like, no, dude, you got to fucking learn and you got to fucking fight and you got to just do your thing, bro. You can't go out and say, I don't want to get drafted by a team that's not going to give me ownership. You can't do that, dude.
Yeah.
It's just.
And I think my last.
No, you're good.
Go ahead, Spidey. No, I was just gonna say my last thing on it too is I think the media loves these types of guys though. One, you get to talk about them, hype them up, all the
because
hot
they
takes
make money
before.
off of the football field.
Exactly, and they so that you get all the hot takes, all the hype, all this. Now this person has a bunch of hype. Either they become a great story and succeed, and you get to keep that snowball going, or they fail, and then all the people love to see someone fail. People love to see that more than anything. So then you get all those stories and the snowball starts going down. It's a win-win for the media, these guys. So it's like,
Absolutely.
I
If
agree.
he succeeds, the media gets to boast about it, and if he fails, they will not stop talking about it.
yeah, if Michael Jordan, best of all time, if he couldn't beat stuff like that, it's the same thing that's going to happen with Caleb Williams, regardless of success or failure.
Well, we kind of saw it like this season because like the season before that, it was more about like the like the first side that you mentioned, which was like all the hype and like him winning and him being the Heisman. And then you kind of saw a little bit of the flip side of that this season because obviously USC wasn't as good this year. They had like a 7-5 or 8-4 record or something. And then you saw so much more of like the negative stuff, like of him, going to the stands to cry to his mom, him being really weird in the press conferences, being like, oh, like, I just want to go home and like cuddle up with my dog. And like they probably didn't care because they're making money off of it anyways. I mean, they got us talking about it for like 3 different episodes. They had us like making fun of him and Lincoln Riley. So I think it was like really funny to see it like the flip side of that this year because it was less about how great Caleb Williams is and how talented he was, and more about like all these tiny things of like, oh, USC lost. Like, where's Caleb Williams? Is he crying right now? Like, where is he? So,
funny little side note. I know I said it was my last thing. This is officially my last thing on it. Did you guys see the little clipping of he was wearing like a dress, and the conspiracy theorists are like, oh, he's going through his humiliation ritual, like he's about to get the bag. But we knew he had the painted nails, which is like, hey, whatever, do your thing. But he just had a cover shoot come out.
Yo.
Yeah, I'll have to send it to you. He has a photo shoot in like a dress, I don't know, Komodo, whatever it is, but it's straight up looks like a dress, bro. Look at if you have a laptop in front of you, look it up.
Have you guys seen
Go ahead,
how
Chase.
raw Jack was in high school at football? I'm being dead ass honest with you. Yeah, no.
Dude,
no,
was not raw, Chase.
let me show you guys.
Yeah.
No, Jack, you weren't bad.
I was great.
you were good.
I got first downs.
Yeah, you were a good football player.
Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Are you about to pull up Jack Sheehe Hart High School highlights?
Hey, Cole, one thing I will say though. What is it? Is this, all those. Hey, I bet you 90% of those views are me.
Hold on.
No, we can't do
Sorry.
advertisements.
God damn
Dude,
it.
they're monetizing off of me, bro.
Get ready,
Where's
baby.
my bag?
Senior year. Hey.
I'll tell you everything. Hey,
Hell yeah.
Saint Bonaventure, stop and go, baby. This corner was boo-boo, bro. I was giving him work.
Oh.
And he gets the PI on this.
Cooking with the little stop and go.
Little PI action. This was the scrimmage game, bro. I didn't know how to make a highlight tape.
Let's see this. Jack, I want commentary. Bang.
Nah, bro. This possession receiver scored against Downey. This was a Travis Kelce
Bang.
route. Find the window. Jogged this route. Juked the guy out though. Watch this. Oops.
Oh,
Oh, dude. This is where I deviated my septum. Also, I was sucking wind. Watch how slow I was.
How is your quarterback not past the line of scrimmage there?
wait, Chase.
Beats me, bro.
We should talk about who his
Yeah, we
quarterback
could, yeah.
was.
Sorry, I
Hey, Chase. Now fast forward to the last play. That's
dude, we
all.
got 5
That
minutes
was my.
of
This
Jack.
was my.
This one?
Did he just get cut off?
Yo, is
That's
this the one
hilarious.
that went like
they don't want
SC
me
top
to get
10 or
famous.
whatever?
They kicked him off the stream.
Nah, hey, the thing about me, this was my the greatest part of my career. So we played Ventura senior year, and the game was televised.
Bang!
And I had 2 touchdowns that game, but one of them was a second. It was at the end of the first half, Hail Mary, just to run up the score. Me, AJ, and Devon run down the field, and Devon jumps up, and I'm like, all right. So I keep running through the back of the end zone, and I look back. The ball had gotten tipped, and it was behind me. So I like matrix dive backwards and snagged it one-handed, brought it down on TV, and it was pretty sick. Like, you remember Rogan's Heroes?
Wait,
Made
did
it
it
on
not?
Rogan's
Did it not
Heroes.
get that
That's
last
sick.
clip?
Nah, you got
It
cut
didn't
out
get that last clip?
0% Wi-Fi. Looking at it, boy.
No, okay,
It's
wait.
funny because I said get your bands up, and then here I am lagging out 3 times already. So
Nah, that's
Jack,
funny.
you know who I loved from Hart that I genuinely thought he was going to go to the league just because massive dude, fast linebacker. I feel like you know who I'm talking about.
It's had to be Big Ike, right? Big Chuck.
Oh yes, bro.
Yeah, dude, he was.
Fucking Charles Ike.
So what puts it in perspective of, like, you know, I think Charles could have played like a nickel safety. If he was going to make it, it would have been like a nickel, because he was probably 4'5",
Like a Tyrann Mathieu.
Yeah, he's 4'5". If he was 6'2", he would have been a keeper.
He ran a 4.5.
Charles was probably 4'5". Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
Sheesh.
If he was a little taller, I think people give him looks. He was just underrated, but he was a freak athlete. Came in freshman year. No one really touched weights. He for sure didn't touch weights, and
But he was still massive.
throws on 225, reps it out like 15 times. No, never lifted, and he's like, dude, that was crazy. Everyone's like, oh, this guy is the man. But dude, he had a crazy.
I just
played at
remember.
COC.
I remember
Yeah.
freshman year playing basketball with him at Hart because he played basketball. Him and Eddie.
Yep.
Dude, Luis, for reference, freshman year, I was barely 5 foot tall. He was never like a tall guy, but he came in freshman year probably like 210.
Built
Like
different.
and not like a chubby 210. Like, dude had fucking pecs, like bicep, like he looked like a grown ass man.
damn.
Yeah, dude. He was so fun to watch and play with. And for our senior year, we'd have to, like, they made starters go on scout team. And so before I had to step in defense, I was scout team against Charles, right? And they're like, hey, this team loves to run digs in the middle and they love to run slant. And I'm like, dog, are you serious right now? And like,
You want me to run a slant up against Charles?
So I'm getting blown up by Charles in practice, right? And then I have to run deep. Great, I'm running deep. AJ, my buddy, just coming in, heat-seeking missile, head down in my chest, like just getting beat up like every practice. But dude, I used to be like, oh, thank goodness football's over. But I definitely miss that. It's just fun, like just fun to grind,
Yeah. Yeah, I really thought Charles was gonna make it.
Yeah, Charles was a freak, dude. There were so many sick athletes that I got to play. I got to play against Bryce Young.
I'm bummed. You did, yeah.
Or go ahead, Spidey. I got to stop
I'm just
reminiscing
bummed
about
you
high
didn't go to
school.
West
Seemed like a
Ranch.
bum.
No, I'm just bummed you didn't go to West Ranch because we could have used you and you'd have been the number one guy. And honestly, man, dude, I don't know if you guys know this is just like a side note. Jack has the smallest hands I've ever seen. Like goes. No. This is like, I'm not trying to be funny, but he has the smallest hands, but he can catch the fucking ball better than anybody I've ever seen. It's incredible.
Now I catch dice.
Just
beer die, baby.
That's right, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I'm good for.
He's nuts.
That was it. I would have gone to the league if my hands were bigger. That was it, bro.
It was those
Nah,
pre-draft boards.
Boys,
Seriously,
I've had
bro, that was
a
the
blast.
commentary.
But I'm gonna bounce. I gotta bounce. I gotta go babysit my nephew. But I appreciate you having me on. Well, let's do this again because this was definitely
Sounds good,
awesome.
For
buddy.
sure, bro.
All right, later, boys.
Jack, love you, brother.
Later, Jack.
Rubbing tubs to the moon. Celsius, go get
You
your
should have went
zero
D1, brother.
sugar.
You should have went D1. I will stand on it.
My pinky nail, if I didn't rip it off, I would be in the NFL right now. Later, boys.
Yeah. You guys want to do some tubs and wrap this this bitch up?
Okay. This has been a fun episode.
I told you, dude. Jack is like, he's funny, man. He's got really good energy, and he's
I
just
know,
like
Jack's
a dude
hilarious.
who's just. He's a dude you could just vibe with. I genuinely enjoy hanging out with Jack and talking to Jack, and it's good energy, and he's funny as shit. So, I'll just start it off. Tub of the week is none other than the great, legendary Chip Jelly is finally gone. I am truly happy. I know it's going to be a rebuilding process for my mighty Bruins of Westwood, but I just think it's just a new culture, new change of scenery. Let's just give it a chance. And I wish him nothing but the best at Ohio State. And I truly hope he finds happiness with Ryan O'Day. And I think the whole end goal for him is to get a job back in the NFL. And so I hope it works out. And, I think this is good for UCLA. And good luck to you, Chip. But you're gone. So, sayonara.
Y'all should have hired Gary Patterson.
Bro, I'm telling you, he's on my board. He is on my board. I'm not even going to lie to you.
It's too late now. I mean,
where's he at now?
He's going to Baylor.
Is that new?
Yeah, it's like 2 days ago.
He's like a senior defensive analyst or something like that. It's stupid.
He's like a consultant or something.
Yeah,
like he's it's not even a real position. I think they just were like, hey, we want you to come down here and consult for us.
UCLA's top target right now is their DC that just jumped ship to SC. They're trying to bring him back. So it's like, don't be surprised if they hire a guy who's already, somewhere else. So we'll see.
Yeah. I don't know. Cole, do you want to go next?
My tub of the week was on Monday. I finally dropped back down. On Monday I've lost like 15 pounds since the start of the new year. So that's my tub.
Hell yeah.
I'm very happy about that. Back to what I was like.
15
what I was
pounds
at.
in a month and a half.
Yeah.
Back to the basics, dude. It's just math.
I don't mean to be rude, but are you eating?
Yeah. No, I'm eating plenty.
15
but
pounds is it?
I'm not eating sugar. I'm not having any sugar. I'm not having any bread, gluten. I'm also not drinking alcohol.
Oh, you're no
The only thing that goes into my body is like organic foods, fruits, protein, and water.
Well, you look good, man, and I'm proud of you.
So
keep it up. Keep doing your thing, bro. You're doing great, and you look good. A thank you would be appreciated, but you're welcome.
I just tipped my hat to you. That was a thank you.
Oh, okay. You're welcome.
Here. Thank you, my liege.
Go ahead, Luis.
I was gonna say, I don't know if too much happened this week. I'll just make my tub of the week was that I had to take like 3 weeks off from the gym, and finally got back into it yesterday. And I thought it was gonna be a lot more rough than it was, just because 3 weeks. Like I was like, I'm gonna go in there and I'm not gonna be able to do anything. And it seems like I'm picking up right where I left off because
hell yeah,
had a great workout. We're about to go do another one later today. I'm going to get back on the stair stepper, get back on the bag. I've got a big fight coming up in a couple of years. So, we're
Are you still
training.
fighting Parker?
Yeah. I got to stay in fight shape, in a couple years. So
yeah,
it all starts now. Training camp starts again today. Actually, it started yesterday. So, we're going to get back into it. Going to start spamming leg kicks again. Braden?
No, I have a new foe that I'm going to be. I hope he's listening right now.
Carter.
No. Timmy Justin, you're taking everything I work for, motherfucker.
Dude,
I'm coming for you.
Dude, Timmy's gonna destroy you. In the world.
Timmy's so nice.
He's nice. What the fuck? Timmy's the type of friend you don't want to fight because he's nice.
I would step up.
He knows I'm just fucking with him.
No,
Timmy, if you're listening, I'm taking you minus 300, like without a doubt,
bro.
Dude, Timmy's
bro. By the time the fight starts, Cole's gonna be fighting featherweight.
No, yeah, Timmy's definitely in good shape. He also has a broken back.
Cole's gonna be a.
Oh well, that's just not fair. Well, I mean, shit. Well, by the time that even happens, I'm still taking Timmy, broken back and all.
Goddamn.
I'm rocking with Timmy. I want to fight. Out of the Brett group, I want to fight Braden.
That's because that's the easiest fight for you.
Jesus.
I'm arguably
gonna listen to this. He's gonna be like, "Hey guys, what the fuck did I do?
Hey guys, what the hell was that about, guys?
What is that about, guys?
I thought we were supposed to fight people together.
I've only been nothing but nice.
No. I like Braden. It's just it'd be fun to fight him. I don't know. I mean,
no, Chase. I would like to see you go up against like maybe Ike.
Yeah.
Dude, no.
He just slapped you in the face with it.
I am running. Yeah, if that thing gets near me, I'm tapping out. One, two, three.
Dean difference, baby. Maybe we get you in there with like Owen or Michael.
Dude, okay, Owen's a lot taller than me, but he's skinny, so it depends. If Owen is like
Depends
a
on how
little
drunk
under
he
the
is, too.
influence, yes, exactly my point. I think honestly, me versus Hunter would be kind of fun.
I don't know if you'd want that
Why?
because Hunter might not be like I don't know, like cut,
What's gonna
but
do?
he's
Brand
like
me
he's
to
like
death?
he's like pure
He's a
just
rancher.
pure beef, bro.
Dude, you don't want to.
It's like fighting a cowboy. Like, do you really want to go fight a cowboy?
Dude, I'm 230 straight beef. I'm like Arby's double meat patty, bun and cheese.
I get it.
You don't want it. You don't want.
Trust me, I get what you're saying, but like, I don't know, man.
No, I mean, look, Hunter's a big dude. I'm only saying this because I think Hunter. I'm not gonna, I said Braden at first, but I need to go somebody with more in my weight class and more somebody who's like actually going to be more fair to fight. So Hunter, it's a challenge.
Wait a minute, Luis, are you wearing a Kenny Hustle shirt?
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love that. I love Kenrich Williams.
Dude, yeah. They I think they retired his jersey the other day at TCU during one of the games. I think we lost that one against Texas, sadly, but they had a bunch of t-shirts. I didn't go to the game, but my mom and dad drove up from San Antonio while I was back home watching the dogs, and they brought me back a shirt, and I was like, hell yeah. I fucking love Kenny.
I'm almost positive a bunch of guys from OKC were there.
Dude, yeah, fucking Kenny Hustle. That guy was the man in college. He was like one of those guys who like started to help put us back on. I mean, we've never really been on the map, but he was starting to put us on the map. So that was really cool to see. Kenny Hustle.
I love him. He plays. He is like he's absolutely loved by everyone in Oklahoma City. I love him.
Yeah, what a baller, man. That's one of the few guys that I've like panned out in like the NBA. Him and Desmond Bain, I think.
Yep.
So always cool to see them. Shout out Frogs.
Well, anybody have any last words that they'd like to convey to our audience before we?
Last words I will say to our audience is when the Chiefs win the game, I called it, and for everybody listening, particularly to Rhonda, thank you for listening this late. We really appreciate your love and support. Shout out Timmy Jostin. Shout out our sponsor Smith Ranches, and our new sponsor Celsius, and our favorite dog Chorizo. We love you, and thanks for having us all this great week. And let's enjoy our Super Bowl, and let's go Chiefs, boys. Always great. This is a highlight of my week talking to you boys. So besides Amanda, I've got
a little bit to add on top of that because I can't believe none of us even said this for like Tub of the Week, but we took a little hiatus for like a week. I mean, it's just like a quick little week-long break just because we've been at it for like 23 weeks straight before that. So another tub is just the fact that we're back at it starting today, I guess. Everything from, getting this episode up, the content will be back up and running, this week. So that'll be another big tub is to, start building some more momentum with all these new followers on Instagram. Hopefully, some of those translate to actual listeners. So it's good to be back. It's good to get the Rub and Tub ship moving again. Full steam ahead is what we're going to be doing here. So hopefully tomorrow we have a good game so we can reflect on next week.
Dude, the memes next week are going to be crazy. The memes going to go crazy.
Yeah, so, I'm pulling. Yeah, we've already got some stuff in the locker depending on who wins. So. Fuck Stephen A. Smith.
You're blasphemous.
Fuck Stephen A. Fuck Brandon Walker. Fuck Jackson Mahomes.